going on? Decided to go live. My cat got ran over. The cat that we used to have around here. I was checking out Chris's cats on Jen's Live. I was excited. What's up, Jade? How are you? I can't. What is going on here, Jade? Jade, what is going on? It's not letting me do what I want to do. My cat got ran over, Jade. Huh, it's not letting me do anything. You ever see her? What's up, JT? I was just telling Jade my cat got ran over. Tabby got ran over today. I found out about an hour ago. One of my customers told me. So Tabitha's gone. What's up, Maria? My cat's gone now. I'm very sad. I'm gonna miss that cat. Why isn't it letting me do that? Anyways, I decided to go live. Let everybody know that I'm okay. So I survived the hurricane. I lived through it. I made it. And my cats did. My cat got ran over today. I'm kind of bummed out about that. I'm gonna miss that cat. I'm gonna miss Tabitha, Tabby, and Willie. You know, they come by every day to visit me. Now I only have Willie. I'm sure another cat will come along, but I'm gonna miss that cat. That cat was hanging around here for almost 2 years. Apparently somebody ran it over. They already moved her. Somebody, one of my friends came and took her away. She was laying on the side of the road, and she went and picked her up and took her away. Pretty depressed about that. I enjoyed showing you guys Tabitha. I'm gonna miss that cat. It's like the high point of one of the high points of my evening is, you know, getting to show you guys Tabitha. Now she's gone. Other than that, the hurricane event wasn't so bad here. We got a lot of wind and some rain. That was pretty much it. Tabitha, my cat Tabitha. I'm looking at the chat. I'm back to my old phone. This is the phone that I had before. I got it unlocked. So I have a phone again. What's up?
Camel Crush.
A box of Camel Crush. Camel Crush. Which ones we got?
Oh, this is blue?
A blue one? A blue Camel Crush. Demi cigarros a puta sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Beautiful caged. When it was in the middle,
yeah.
You know, they what's the Hispanic guy that works here?
Caesar? He's gone.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone?
Yeah.
Why? He quit?
Yeah, he got a different job.
Oh.
He moved. He didn't move all over.
So he ended up getting they got they put a gun at him or they robbed him or something.
Right.
For some Camel Crushes, he told me.
Really?
For those figures right there, because they ran out. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Right.
Oh shit, my bad. No, I don't want to know that.
They found that guy. That guy got caught.
Yeah, right away. I was like, yeah. Hold on, do it again.
Do 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 do. That's why I don't spend any time behind this counter. Can't rob somebody if they're not behind the counter. If you ever notice, I'm never behind the counter, hardly ever. One of my Caesar got robbed one time. for those of you who know who Caesar is. Some guy robbed him one time. The guy didn't even get 2 blocks. They were all over that fool like fucking stink on shit. Anyways, I'm gonna miss my cat. I'm gonna miss Tabby. She kept the mouse population down around here. And she was adorable. You guys seen her. She was adorable. That was amazing. That cat was cool. That was a cool cat. Anyways, I made it through the hurricane. Lawless, I've been on his panel. Who's that, Mitch? You talked to Lawless. Lawless is in here? All right, I'm gonna miss that cat. That cat was part of my, you know. That cat was part of my my nightly thing there. I used to look forward to coming in here and seeing when she was going to show up. She was not a people person either, by the way. The only time she came around here was when me, Caesar, or Willie were out here. If anybody else came around, she would take off. But she only liked us 3. If we were out here, she would, you know, hang out. And then, of course, during the heat wave, I thought she was going to come in the store because she was thirsty. That was when we sat water out for her. She walked by the store right here in the storefront. And she was looking for me. And she almost came in the store. It's not letting me do what I want to do. I don't know why it's not letting me do what I want to do. Maybe I have to switch it this way. It's not letting me do that either. Anyways, so during the hurricane, when I got off work on Sunday morning, I went home. I did a LAR piano for a little bit. And then when I laid down, I woke up. And it was like 5 in the evening. And I was like, hey, what's going on with the hurricane? And they were like, it's already gone through. I was like, what? They were like, it's already gone. I was like, well, how bad was it? They were like, it was windy. And it didn't even wake me up. I was okay, so I'll give you an idea of how little impact it had on my community. I was like, oh my gosh. I slept right through the freaking thing. I was like, what the hell's going on? They're like, it's over. What? What? They give you the LAR eyes. I was like, the Hurricane Hillary Swank. Little to no effect on Fallbrook. So there you go. That's the LAR hurricane report. Little to no effect. A key in Fallbrook. This is my old phone. I'm using my previous phone. I had it unlocked. I contacted the service provider and they unlocked the phone. This is a Samsung. The phone I'm using right now is a Samsung. This phone's new. It's only like 6 or 7 months old. We'll see how it holds up. I told you guys that the other phone was going to break. I'm so ugly that phones don't last very long. I ugly them up pretty quickly. This one I'm going to get an anti-ugly filter for it, so maybe it'll last longer. When I throw the LAR faces, it makes the phones have freaking conniptions. They don't like that at all. Okay, the phone is like, hey, you freaking freak show, you're freaking me out. Wow. So now I'm gonna have a tribute show. We're gonna do a tribute live for Tabitha. West Side is not going to be happy. She's the one that named that cat. West Side came up with a name for her. Because I think before that I was calling it, I don't even remember what I was calling Tom. I was calling it Tom, from Tom and Jerry. And then I found out it was a girl cat. Conk! And that's when, you remember I had the live where I asked you guys to pick out a name for her. And West Side came up with Tabitha. Tabby the Tabitha. Tabitha the Tabby. And now she's gone. I'm gonna go home and freaking bury my head in my pillow and freaking cry over this. When she disappeared for that couple of days, I was freaking out. Now she's gone. It's a conspiracy. She was over here across the street. She got hit over here in the intersection, right over here. Over there by the Albertsons. She's probably trying to cross the street. Oh, wow. 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 I'm besides myself. I don't even know what I'm going to do now. I don't have Tabitha anymore. Freaking wild, man. When Willie already came by tonight. Willie already came by. He came by for a short, brief visit and then took off. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on in the LAR-verse. One less member of the LAR-verse. And then, you know, it is what it is. And for those that don't know, I'm not going to be making jokes about the cigarette guy anymore. So that's not going to be part of my little thing anymore. So God spoke to me about that. I was like, uh-oh, better listen to this. I'm getting a God shot. And that happened like right after. It was like, whoa, something's not good. Something's wrong here. So it is what it is. I'm walking around. I'm checking out my area. Make sure that it's up to par. It looks pretty good. We didn't even have any tree damage at all. All the trees around here survived the hurricane. I only have one thing that got knocked over. This is the only thing that got knocked over. It got broke off. See that? It broke. But look at all my trees survived nicely. None of them got damaged. Even the little tiny ones. Which is nice. Nice! Nice! See that? Even the little baby trees made it. The spider webs, well, no, I'm sorry. I was going to say the spider webs made it, but that's grass. So overall, we did well here in Fallbrook. Yeah. Anybody. JT. Shit and turd. Gonna miss that cat, man. That cat was that was a very pretty cat. I would have loved to take her home, but there was no way. She was completely feral. That cat probably had never been touched by a human. She was not down for being touched at all. The closest she ever let me get to her was about 5 feet maybe. She was 2 years old. She started coming around here when she was a little kitten. And then the reason why she hung around here is because Caesar was giving her food. And then when they put in the new store, he had to quit giving her food. But she still came around. And this was her territory. This was her range, was this area right here. It's about 5 or 6 blocks from what I'm being told. She would be seen like 3 blocks going that way. So just in like this general areas where she hung out at, where she lived at. We'll see. Anyways, that's what I got going on. I don't have much going on tonight. Tonight's a quiet night. My boat ready. Right. Homeless in America, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. I gotta do the sick LAR face. I have no music tonight. It's a conspiracy. No freaking music. What the hell is going on? LAR. Vicky likes this. Vicky highly enjoyed the hurricane. Vicky thought it was the greatest. Vicky wanted to go fishing. She was like, let's go fishing. Let's go to the river. I was like, no, we can't go to the river. She was like, let's go fishing now. Let's go to the river and go fishing. She has no bait. I was like, what are you gonna fish with, Vicky? Right? I was like, Vicky, what are you gonna use for a fishing pole? And she was like, I don't know. What are you gonna use for bait? She just gave me that look. I was like, you gotta have a pole and you gotta have bait if you're gonna catch anything. Sick ass Vicky. Sick. When I was a kid, we would go fishing without anything. All we'd have is our poles and the hooks. And then, right? And then we would start out with nothing. And then as we caught like smaller fish, we would hack them up and use those as bait until we started catching real fish. We'd be out there for hours, freaking hours at the lake fishing. We start out with like whatever we could find. Fish like Tabasco sauce, so we would like take like whatever we could find and put Tabasco sauce on it, and then use that as bait until we caught like a bullhead. Then we would hack up that little tiny fish and use that for bait until we start catching the bigger fish. Catching fish, fishing. Used to go fishing a lot. When I was a kid, we would go fishing. We would go on fishing trips. 2 weeks out in the middle of nowhere with the freaking mountain lions and the freaking bears and shit. What's that over there? It's a mountain lion. Let's get the hell out of here. No, because we would be with the adults and the adults would be drinking. So we were left to our own devices. We would just go out and roam. And every once in a while we'd come across one of those fucking animals. We're like, holy shit, that's a fucking mountain lion. Let's get the hell out of here. One time we were out camping in this lake that's above Wenatchee, Washington. There's a lake up there. It's at like 5,000 feet. And we were freaking kids, and we were out walking these trails, right? And we walked up on a cub. Holy shit. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a bear cub. They are freaking adorable. They are amazing, right? They're cute. But we were smart enough to get the hell out of Dodge, because wherever there's a cub, the mom is close by. We got the hell out of there. We took off running back to the campsite. That bear would have had us. If the mom would have seen us, she would have had us. Cold. We had no business. We didn't mess with that bear. Thank God. We were smart enough not to mess with that cub. But it was adorable. Yeah, I'm from Washington. I'm from Seattle. Yuma. I never went fishing when I was in Arizona. Yeah, man. We used to always love the family on that side. The family on that side, they love living out in the middle of nowhere. They love it. Always, all those people always live out freaking Timbuktu. My aunt, that woman's sister, lives up in the peninsula. She has to drive 5 miles just to get to her freaking mailbox. She fell off her horse, right? She fell off her freaking horse and she almost died. She don't even have she has a satellite phone. She got bucked by one of her horses. Almost killed her. She was unconscious for 6 hours. Everett, Washington. Everett Washington is rain. It'd be raining in Everett. It's Snohomish. They got the crazy ass names for towns up there too. Sammamish, Snohomish, Wenatchee. Where you from? What? I'm from Walla Walla. Walla Walla, that's a freaking prison, genius. I'm sorry. Vicky loves Walla Walla. Sick ass Vicky loves Walla Walla. Let's go to Walla Walla. Like, what? Take me to Walla Walla. She loves the gray paint and the steel bars. Take me to Walla Walla. Hey, homeless. Have you ever been to that Bald Eagle Aviary? It's up there by Bellingham. There's a Bald Eagle Aviary. It's right in the middle of the lake, and you can camp there. You have to pay to camp though. So you can go fishing and check out the bald eagles. It's bomb. We used to go there. We'd go fishing, and you can watch the eagles fly around. I forget how much it costs to go there though. This is back in the 80s, late 70s. Right, it's always raining. Freaking wow. We'd go out there and go fishing, and of course, like I said, the adults would get smashed. They'd be completely hammered. Be out there fishing with bells, right? So we got a rowboat. We were like, hey, let's go out in the lake, and we're gonna go fish in the lake. Freaking eagles flying around. Shit, maybe we need to get off this lake. Freaking eagles. Strictly prohibited. Nobody was allowed to go out to the Bald Eagle Aviary. You could be on the lake, but you could not. It was not allowed to go out to where the eagles were at. Yeah. Yeah. They got a lot of transient people in Washington, especially Seattle. Everett, man. Everett. We used to always, on the 4th of July, we went to Everett for the fireworks. They got a big, huge reservoir in Everett. It's beautiful, right? And they got a little island out in the middle of that reservoir. And they would shoot the fireworks from that island. So everybody would make that trip to Everett just to watch the fireworks because it was spectacular. It's a big reservoir. I don't know exactly how big that reservoir is, but it's big. And they would shoot the fireworks from the island in the middle of the reservoir. It's spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. On the 4th of July. Chupa! Chupa! What's going on, Chupa? When that song, when Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, when that song came out, I used to get furious. I would tell my mom, turn that shit off. I don't hear that. I hated that song when I was a kid. Because all it does is rain. Back in the 70s, man, holy shit. Some years we wouldn't even get a summer. It just rained the whole summer. What's up?
A pack of Marlboro Lights.
A pack of Marlboro Lights. Shorts?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just rain all freaking summer. Used to hate it. $12.92. $7.10.
Cracking giving them away.
Right. Not. When I was a kid, we lived in Rainier Beach. When I was a kid, eBay Island. Yeah. eBay Island. When I was a kid, we used to live in Rainier Beach, and we would go walk down to Lake Washington to go fishing. And we would be so far away from home that my mom would beat us when we got home. Be like, hey, where the hell you guys go? Oh, we went to the lake. Oh, that's an ass whooping. What? That's an ass whooping. Just go get me a switch. Make it green. Willow switch. And bring it back to me. No. Yes, go now. Do it now. But then one time, yeah, cigarettes are cheaper in Washington and California now. One time when we were living in Moses Lake, me and my brother decided to go out on the lake. It was wintertime. It was a full moon. It was beautiful outside. And it looked like daytime. So we decided to go down to Moses Lake and go out on the ice. They got a big, huge sign in the middle of the, back then they had a big sign in the middle of the lake. Don't bring your car out on the ice. Every year somebody's car fell through that ice. There's got to be 100 cars sitting on the bottom of Moses Lake. And then, of course, that place gets insane, freaking crazy hot during the summertime. 110, 115 in Moses Lake. What's going on?
10 and number 2. Thank you.
We gotta see how much power I have. Oh, this phone does way better on power. Yeah, I'm in Cali now. I'm in San Diego. I had to get away from Seattle. As soon as I was old enough, I got the hell out of there. This is gonna be it for you? Yeah. Your lights on. Okay, $8.17. It's gonna be on this one. You want a bag?
Somewhere I can wash my hands.
You will have to use that bathroom.
Do I need a key?
Yeah. Haven't started the coffee yet.
No coffee yet? Okay.
Sorry, brother.
Just do it.
There you go. It's that little building out there.
Okay. Can I leave this here? I'll be back for it.
What's that?
I'll be back for this when I bring this up.
Yeah. So, hey, check this out, homeless. When I turned 17, this is how miserable, this is how much I hated Seattle. When I turned 17, I joined the military. My mom was like freaking in tears. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm out. I gotta go." But she had to sign the papers. She was upset, man. She was furious. I was like, "I gotta go. I can't take it. I can't take Seattle anymore. Freaking Seattle with the rain. With the rain. Gotta go. Gotta get the hell out of Dodge." I joined the Marine Corps. I joined the Marine Corps right after the barracks bombing. My buddy was in there, in the mess hall. He was actually in the mess hall. He came back all jacked up. A lot of people joined the Marine Corps in 1983. I was one of them. I got to go to all the fun places. That was during the Reagan administration. Reagan didn't play around. we were busy attacking people every weekend. Seemed like every weekend you turned the TV on, and we were busy dealing with somebody. The Reagan administration. The Reagan administration. Oh. Woo. Yes. Bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum for me. I'm making coffee. I have to make the coffee. It's getting late. I just cleaned that bathroom too. It looked good, didn't it? Say yes. There you go. Huh? Right? Shit. French roast. Columbia. Bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum for me. Ha! Bubble gum. Oh no. Bubble gum. I gotta make coffee. You guys got a close-up of my freckles just now. There we go. Uh-oh, something going on. There goes the fire truck. We'll see where it goes. It's going down the hill. I'm watching it. Oh, there goes the ambulance also. So that means more than likely it's a car wreck. I don't hear the deputies. Dark Sumatra. Okay. Columbia. French roast. Dark Sumatra. And I gotta make hazelnut. Where are you at? It's hiding. It's back there with Vicky. Hazelnut. Hanging out with Vicky. With sick Vicky. Sick ass Vicky. Sick ass Vicky. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh. Freaking wow. Got to make the coffee. I already had somebody ask for coffee. I'm gonna see if I can get that other phone fixed, because I like that phone. But it disappoints me that screen broke like that. And you guys seen that? It had zero damage on the screen. Just freaking started turning black. It's a conspiracy. Conspiracy. Now I've got like 5 phones. I got like 5 phones laying around at the house now. Because of that. Because I break them. When I look at them, they get damaged. This one's gonna break too. You watch. I guarantee you within the next month, this phone breaks. Because I've uglied it up. Because I've It's gotten tired of portraying me, streaming my mush. Oh my God, that fool's ugly. Make the crazy face. It makes the phone act up. I'm reading the chat. Chupa! Chupa! Where is my man? Where's Spooky? Oh. Where's Spooky? Where's Butthead? Somebody get Butthead in here. Where you at, Butthead? I was over there checking out the Wingsters cats. I wonder if his cats are being watched by wow, am I buffering like that? Wow, phone's acting up. I was over there checking out the Wingsters cats. Yes. If I'm buffering, put a 1. If I'm buffering, put a 1. I don't think this camera's gonna work out. This is like their low-end Samsung. It looked like I was buffering just now. If I was buffering, put a 1, please, so I know. What's up, Sonia? No, I don't work at an AM PM. I work at a at a gas station. Bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum for me. Hey, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. I gotta get this place squared away. I'm actually ahead of schedule today. I'm ahead of schedule a little bit. Have no music. Music is dead. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. And I cannot go wrong. Flashing lights, moving to the beat. Decided to go live because my cat got killed. It depressed me. So I was like, I had to tell you guys that Tabby got ran over. Not that nobody probably cares. Whatever, bro. I'm gonna go through my live streams. Yeah, Shell Station. I'm gonna go through my live stream, my old live streams and pull out Tabitha footage. I think I'll find the one where she was hunting that mouse. That was a pretty cool video. That was a pretty cool live. I don't know if any of you remember that when she was hunting the mouse out by the gas pump. That was pretty cool. She was over in her favorite spot, and she found a mouse over there. That was her spot. She loved that spot. What? Down to 68%. Get Vicky on the phone. Get sick Vicky on the phone. Maybe we can get her on the phone. It's kind of late now for that. Vicky is still all excited over the hurricane. She loved every second of that. She thought that was the greatest.
Small bag of lights, please.
$268. All right. Hey. Thank you. Appreciate it. I went home for my mom's funeral a few months ago, homeless. She got buried at Tahoma National Cemetery. That's a nice cemetery. But I was disappointed about how the way Tacoma looked. Where my brother lived was nice, but like a few blocks away, it was freaking disgusting. I was like, what the hell is going on up here? There's trash everywhere. Everything was covered with trash. It's like, don't they clean up these streets anymore? Apparently not. This gonna be it for you?
Yeah.
$15.16. Want it back? Take care, man. New Zealander. New Zealand, one of our best allies ever. Freaking Kiwis, amazing, amazing how well the Kiwis had our backs. Every fucking war since World War II, every single war, the Kiwis have had our backs. Love that country, man. New Zealand is solid, solid. People don't even know that shit. How tight the United States and New Zealand actually is. Freaking amazing ally. Amazing ally. It was the Kiwis that freaking saved our people from the Bataan Death March. It was the Kiwis that freed those people. The Kiwis and the Filipinos. They were the ones that did that operation. We owe that country a debt that we probably can't ever pay. They were the ones that went in there and did that for us. How awesome is that? Freaking amazing. If you ever get a chance, check it out. Look it up. It was the Kiwis and the Filipinos that went in and saved those people. It was New Zealand. It was a New Zealand operation. They went in there freaking hardcore. Those guys are legit. They weren't playing around. Australia, another solid ally. New Zealand and Australia are two of the best allies this country has. Always have our backs, everything. Whatever we got going on. I've never been to New Zealand. I want to go badly. Pristine country. They take good care of their country. They don't fuck around. They don't just let people in willy-nilly either. Right, those fools are born again hard. The Kiwis don't play. They are born again hard. They weren't having any of that shit. They fucking let the Japanese know. In World War II, they let them know, hey, you're messing with the wrong. They weren't playing around. Yeah. When the Brits had that last or was that New Guinea? No, I think it was New Zealand. They had one of the last indigenous people, New Zealanders. They had her on display in England at a museum, and the Kiwis, the Kiwis were like, listen, give us that body or we're gonna have a problem. And the British government did it. They were like, oh well, shit. Because they weren't having it. They weren't going to be satisfied until every single indigenous person was respected. And they had that body in that freaking museum. I think it was in London on display. And they weren't having it. They were like, give us the body back. We want it back. They sent it back. They did to New Zealand what they did to Jamaica. They went in there and tried to eradicate all the indigenous people. They tried to kill them all off. There are no more indigenous, full-blooded indigenous Jamaicans nor New Zealanders. That if my history is correct. I am not from New Zealand, so I might be wrong. But I know for a fact that there are no full-blooded indigenous Jamaicans. None. They got rid of all of them. Right. The Brits didn't do, they did the, but that's how they operated. They were a freaking, that's how the Brits operated for, hundreds of years. Right. That wasn't that long ago. I think that was I think that that lady, I think she died in the 1800s. Because they considered the New Zealand indigenous people less than. So they had her body on display. I want to go to New Zealand badly. I would love to visit. Just to say that I went. Making coffee. Yes. Do 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 do. Right. That's the way the indigenous population in the United States was like that too. when those people started showing up there in Washington, right? Those people, they killed them. They did it. They were treating them like the Seminoles did. They were just killing them on sight. And then they finally got some natives to go out there with them. They quit killing them. But when they first encountered it, they killed them on the spot. They weren't having done of it because the word had gotten around. Hey, these people were evil. But I think the Seminoles, the whole entire time, they were not having any part of it. They were like, we don't want nothing to do with you. The Yanomamos down there in the Brazilian rainforest, they weren't playing around either. It wasn't until like the 1900s that they finally started talking to people. And then you got that island, that island over there off of India. It's still banned. Nobody's allowed to go there. You get killed on sight. They don't play around. Barbecue sauce was invented in New Zealand. That's funny. Hawaii is famous for spam. They got whole entire cookbooks, recipe books for spam. Spam. I'm freaking tired. I'm ready to go home, you guys. I want to go visit those mountains in New Zealand. Those mountains are freaking spectacular. Oh my gosh. I almost got a chance to go to New Zealand back in the 90s. Didn't pan out. Didn't work out. It's when I was in the military. I got invited to go on, to travel with the C-130 crew. They were doing a 1 week, like, run. So it was from Okinawa down to Australia. Then I guess they went to New Zealand and a couple other, and then came back to Okinawa. And I got invited on it. They were like, hey, you should come ride with us. And I was like, yeah. And I talked to my boss. He wouldn't let me take the time off. He's like, no, I need you here. I can't have you country jumping on the C-130. I was like, come on, man. He was like, no, I can't do it. I need you. I was like, oh, man. So I didn't get that opportunity. I've never been south of the equator. The furthest south I think I've ever been is Morocco. Morocco's a trip. You shall not pass. Right. Go river fishing in New Zealand. Libya, Morocco. That's about as far south as I've ever been. And trust me, that neither one of those were pleasant. I was like, can we please get out of here? It's like this. The further south you get, the angrier people are. The people down here are angry. These are angry people down here. When I went to Morocco, it wasn't fun. I was like, this is not fun. This is not a fun trip. Oh my God. This is not a fun trip. It was back in the day. On missions. What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm all right. It's 4:10.
15. Okay.
15 hours. All right. Bubblegum, 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 bubblegum for me. Bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. Bubblegum for me. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. The song is a trip. The bubblegum song. LAR wants to see Gandalf in New Zealand. Oh, shit. I've been to some hot places. There's places in the Pacific where you can't even... There's no humans. How crazy. They got islands in the Pacific where there are no humans. It's too hot. Humans is completely inhospitable. Is that down or what? All they got on the islands are like animals. Monitor lizards, these big old giant lizards. Don't come down here, biggin', you get 8. You get your big ass 8. There goes the fire truck. It's on its way back. I watched a special one time about some of those islands down there in the Pacific where there's no humans. I'm like, oh shit. It's too hot, too freaking hot. degrees with 100% humidity. Oh, I'm doing my coffee. I hope it's not showing up that dark. I don't know why it's doing that. I just cleaned that camera. I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder if I can go in and adjust it. The picture looks really dark on my side. There it goes. I wonder if it's like that for you guys too. I have to look at the replay and see if it's dark. When I hold it like towards a light, it brightens up. If I'm in a shadow, it looks like it's super dark. Catalina Island, right? Shit. Ended up hating God. Went south and ended up hating God. When I went to Honduras, holy shit. Holy crap. It was so fucking hot. But I went to Honduras in the middle of summer. It was freaking hot. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Stupid, crazy, insane hot. And that's, I think Honduras is pretty far from the equator. I spent 3 months in Honduras. Spent the entire summer in Honduras one time. I was like, oh my God. Can't wait to get the hell out of here. It's freaking hot. It's crazy. Even with the AC running, it was still freaking hot. I'm like, hey man, is the AC running? Yeah, it's on. Shit. Honduras. It's like the AC was a non-factor. I heard it's like that in Saudi Arabia. Had the AC running, it cools everything down to like 90. Gets crazy hot in Saudi Arabia too. I used to live in Yuma. I lived in Yuma for 5 years. That place is no joke either. Be dreaming for Phoenix weather in Yuma. If it was 110 in Phoenix, it's 115, 120 in Yuma. Easily. During this time of the year, there's only like 3 places that get hotter than Yuma. Death Valley, Gila Bend, China Lake, and Quartzsite. That's about it. It's like, be out there in the desert just boiling. Oh, man. Used to hate going out in that desert. And during the wintertime, it gets cold. Man, it's hot everywhere. Shit. Freaking, I've been to South Georgia. South Georgia's legit too. South Georgia during the summertime is legit. Everything in South Georgia is angry. All the bugs are angry. You can't, every bug in South Georgia bites. It's like, fuck. You can't set your hand anywhere. You set your hand down on anything, you're getting bit. Ricky ticky, something's biting you. The ants, every single ant in South Georgia bites. They're little tiny ants, they bite hard too. It's like, damn, what the hell? Freaking ants. You set your hand down in the grass for 2 seconds, you're getting bit. It's everything. Angry ass insects. You'd be angry too if your home was constantly getting flooded out by the rain. I used to feel bad for those freaking ants. They'd build up their homes, and then the rain would come and wipe it out. They had to do it again. And they'd be angry, pissed off. We just built this shit. Here we go. Have any of you ever been bit by a piss ant? Those little tiny ants that we have here in California? Have any of you ever been bit by one? They bite hard. I got bit by one time. I was like, holy shit, that hurt. Little tiny piss ant. Fucker hauled off and bit me. I don't remember what I did to piss it off. They bite hard for a little tiny ant. Darwin. Catalina Island. I want to go to Catalina Island. I want to go to Avalon. I want to check out the buffalo, Maria. I want to go see the buffalo on Avalon. I want to go to San Clemente just to see what they got going on out there. Who knows what they got going on out there? They don't even like people visiting that island. The Navy, you can't visit San Clemente. They had some footage one time of the SEALs out there training on San Clemente. I was like, what the hell are those guys doing? Fools had pallets strapped to their backs. They were running up some hill. Steel pallets. Those big, heavy steel pallets. Freaking SEALs are running up the fucking mountainside with those things on their back. I was like, what the hell are those fools doing? The only people they allow out there are people that work on the island. San Clemente. I want to go to Avalon. We should go. We should book a helicopter out there. I don't want to ride the boat. Screw that. Is that down, Maria? I don't want to ride the boat. Look at Maria. Vicky doesn't like the ocean. if we go out there, we have to ride in the helicopter. It's faster, so. Come on, Vicky. We're going to Catalina. Ain't going. What do you mean? You know why she doesn't want to go to Catalina, Maria? Why do you think she doesn't want to go to Catalina? Why do you think that Vicky doesn't like Catalina? You know why, right? Because it's got a girl's name. You don't like it. Catalina. Is she related to Luna? No. Luna is the moon. Catalina is an island. That's why she doesn't like Catalina. That's why she doesn't want to go to Catalina. Because it ends with an A. I want to go to Catalina. I want to go to Avalon, just to say that I've been to Avalon. I want to go to that little town, that other town too. There's 3 of them. I want to go to the little tiny town, just to say that I got to go. It's a girl's name, right? She don't want nothing to do with Catalina. We can trick her. We'll trick Vicky into thinking she's not going to Catalina. We're going to El Segundo. She'll like that. We'll trick her. We'll tell her we're taking her to El Segundo. Is that funny or what? We'll trick her. We'll tell her because she can't see out the window anyway. She's too small. We'll just trick her. We have her little fingers up on. Vicky, come on, get in the car. Where are we going? We're going to El Segundo. We'll put a blindfold on her and then take her out to Catalina. She'll flip out. Where are we? What's this? We're in El Segundo. Oh, okay. Right. Freaking. We'll book a flight. No, what we'll do is we'll take the helicopter out of Riverside. We'll fly out there out of Temecula. They have a flight out there. You can take the helo. We'll put Vicky in a helicopter. She'll try to fly it. Vicky on the stick. What are you doing, Vicky? I'm flying it. She'll be trying to fly the helicopter like it's a jet. Like it's a jet airplane. Be all over the place. We'll wind up in freaking, instead of Catalina, we'll wind up in freaking, we'll wind up in, on Whidbey Island. They land on a cliff, right? Holy shit. The scariest airport I've ever seen is that one in Butte, Montana. They land and fly off a cliff. Ain't no way, bro. I would be terrified. Flying into Okinawa is like that too. You can't see anything but ocean. As a passenger, all you see is the ocean the entire time until just before the plane lands. We're like, where are we going? Okinawa. Where is that at? Where at? That right out there. And then you don't see anything. When you're the passenger, you don't see shit but water the whole entire time. Until the plane lands. It's the same way when you land on the ships out in the middle of the ocean. You're 10,000 feet up in the air, right? And you're making an approach to the ship. And it looks like a little freaking tiny thing sitting out there in the water. When you're, 40 miles away at 10,000 feet. It looks tiny. And then on that, the only passengers that have a view of the ship are the ones that are on the people that are on the right side of the helicopter. They can see the ship, but everybody that's on the other side of the ship, they can't see shit. All they see is water. Even when the helicopter's landing, all they still see is water. Oh my gosh! I gotta finish making my coffee. I only got 2 pots here. These guys came back for Joe.
How you doing this morning?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Making coffee. Got to make the coffee.
Yeah.
You're back. You came back for your coffee. During the week, I start the coffee around 3:30. On the weekends, I started at 4. I think I'm the only person that probably gets up earlier than you. I had to get up at 9:30 to be in here on Team No Sleep. So are you all together or separate? Call it Team No Sleep.
Thank you.
All right.
Coffee and
And a donut. A coffee. And a donut. And a cupcake. They don't even make these the way they used to.
no, they don't.
It's a conspiracy.
Used to have them when I was a kid.
No, they don't make them good anymore.
No, they don't. But what do you do?
There's nothing you can't do.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't even like the frosting. I'm like, what's going on? Why isn't the frosting white anymore?
Yeah, really.
There you go. At least they haven't shrunk them all down to where they're tiny, super tiny, like they've done everything else.
How much was that? 4 something?
$4.93.
Oh, 493. Okay. You have a good day.
Take care, bro.
Thank you.
The plane drops and drops and drops. Right. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've had some pretty scary experiences. The first time I jumped out of an airplane, I was fucking terrified. I was like, what am I thinking? What am I doing? Jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. They keep it hot in there too. They keep it hot on the plane and purposely. So when they open the doors and you feel that cool air, you want to get out. That's why they keep it so hot in the airplane before you jump out of it. It's done on purpose. So when you makes you want to get out. And of course, I'm talking about military jumps. And they make sure you feel all that turbulence. Let me out of this sucker. They don't. Very few people actually don't want to get out. What's going on? Not much.
I need some of that liquid life you got right.
Right. I need some freaking Joe. Right freaking now. I ain't got time to be
I was
waiting.
like, God, I hope he has coffee ready this morning.
This morning. Freaking wow. And they keep it hot, right? And you're flying low, so you're getting thrown around. And then check this out. They keep you on the plane for hours. You're flying around and flying around and flying around. It's like, when am I getting off this freaking airplane? And then finally they open the door. You get to go. It's like, let me off of this freaking tin can. You can't wait to get out. You got 150 guys sitting up in there freaking sweating their asses off. Hot as hell. Open the door. Let me go. Arrgh. He just, let me out. They run, they make you run to the door. Let me out. Let me out now. Talk about those freaking jumps, military jumps.
Yeah.
They make it miserable on purpose. Yes, sir. They make that shit miserable on purpose. They want to make sure you want to get out. Grizzly pouches. All right. Let's see where they at. Where you at, grizzly pouches?
Usually bottom right corner.
Straight pouches. There we go. What time is it? 4:30. What did you think about the great non-hurricane hurricane?
My wife was like, oh man, you going to the store to get stuff in case we
12:30.
get locked in here? I was like,
None of that happened. I live on high ground too. I was like, we live on high ground.
Pendleton's a little soggy right now, but about it.
We live in one of the higher elevations in Baldwin. So I slept through that like a baby. I woke up at 5 p.m. and my family was like, "Oh, it's over." I was like, "What do you mean it's over? It's already gone through, bro." I was like, "What?" Didn't even wake me up from my sleep. 563. All right. Jumping out of freaking perfectly good airplanes. The worst is jumping out of a helicopter. That's the worst. That is absolutely no fun.
My wife wants to go do one of those tandem jumps, but
Yeah.
I'm good on that. I don't jump out of anything that's good.
When you jump from a helicopter, you absolutely feel like you're just gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
I'm good on that.
$1.12. $3.88 is your change. 1, 2, 3. $3.88 here. Thanks, brother. $3.88. Boom, boom. So check this out. When you jump out of the airplane, once that line starts moving, you don't have a choice. You're out the door. You're out the door. There's no freaking stopping. You're getting pushed. So once that first person goes, everybody's going. There's no choice in the matter. But like I was saying, they keep it hot on that plane. So when they open that door and you feel that cool air hitting your face, you want to get off. You want out. And again, they fly you around for hours. You're in the air for a long time. It's like, where are we going to make this jump? Freaking ADAC? It's like, come on, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Of course, it's spectacular. It's amazing for that 4 or 5, that whopping 7 seconds. By the time you check your parachute and make sure it's open, you're already basically getting ready to touch the ground. It's only like 7 seconds. I think the total time is like 10 seconds. It's not very long at all. You come out the airplane, you look around, make sure you got a parachute, and the next thing you know, you're landing. Because it's only at 1,000 feet, 1,200, 1,000 feet, some shit like that. You're not very high up in the air. It's still spectacular though. From 1,000 feet up in the air, it looks pretty cool. It's like being on top of the World Trade Center. It's like, woo, everything looks tiny. Everything gets big quick though. It's like, ah, shit, everything's getting big. Oh shit, I'm getting ready to land. And then you're on the ground. It's not like a freaking halo jump where you can be dropped 30 miles away and you glide in. Halo jumps are crazy. I've never done a halo jump. All my jumps were all freaking troop jumps, static line jumps, jumping out of C-130s. The transport airplane. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's done like that on purpose. Make you want to get out of that plane. They ain't got time to play around. The jump zone is small. It's not a very big area. The land, you know, where. So they got to get all those people out so they don't land in rivers and some people still, you know, land outside the jump zone. That's why they got to train them for landing in trees and landing in the water. Like in Fort Benning, there's a river, and sometimes people wind up in that river. So they have to train you to land in the trees, and how to land in trees and how to land in water, so you don't get killed. West Side. What's up, West Side?
Good morning.
Good morning. Tabitha is dead, West Side. She got ran over. What's up?
Can I have a
Dirty.
puree on egg, please? Thank you so much. LAR North.
Tabitha got ran over by a car today, which sucks. I found out a couple hours ago. One of my customers told me. She was like, you know, that cat got killed. I was like, what? The cat got ran over. They already took her away. Somebody took her away. I'm not sure who took her away. I'm going to find out who took her away. Somebody went and policed up her body because it was laying there, and somebody went and took her away. So I'm gonna find out who that was, because that was a nice thing to do. She'd been around here for 2 years. That's a long time, by the way. For Fallbrook, that's a really super long time for stray animals to survive in this town. Most of the stray animals in this town only you'll see them for a few weeks and then they're gone. Because of the coyotes. She managed to stay alive in this town for 2 years. Caesar's gonna be sad when he finds out. Yeah, it was nice. I used to hate going up on water towers. Oh, listen, JT, I freaking hated that when I was a kid. Going up on the water towers. Oh my God. I'd be like, where are we going? We're gonna go up on the water tower. I'm like, I don't wanna go up there. Come on, man, let's go. No, because the water towers have open grates for you know, stairs. You can see through the stairs. I used to hate going up on those things, man. But we would still do it. There is no way my happy ass, I'm afraid of heights. I was a paratrooper in the military. I'm afraid of heights. I used to hate going up on those freaking water towers when I was young. Used to absolutely freaking hate that. Come on, man, let's go. No, I ain't going up there. Come on. All right. I used to hate going up on the Space Needle. Yeah. We're going to go up on the Space Needle. I don't want to go up on the Space Needle. Come on, we're going up on the Space Needle. I used to have nightmares about the Space Needle. How crazy is that? I used to have nightmares. And one in particular, I was on the saucer, the top part of the saucer. I was standing up there. And you know, they have netting around that thing because people jump off of it, so they have netting. But in the dream, there was no netting, and I was just freaking standing up on the top of the freaking Space Needle, freaking out. Space Needle is only 32 stories. It's not even that tall. But you know, it's like, what am I doing this? That's, you know, 320 feet. Scared to death. Used to hate riding up there. I didn't even like going to the middle part of the Space Needle. That's only like 10 stories up. It's only 100 feet. I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to go up there. Come on, we're going up on the Space Needle. No. And it spins around. The restaurant rotates. I used to hate that, sitting in that restaurant, knowing that I'm spinning. It spins real slow, too. It still freaked me out. Didn't want nothing to do with it. Vicky loves it. Vicky, faster. Let's spin faster. No, Vicky. Sick Vicky. The U.S. Bank, though. Freaking wow. One time when I was on sea duty, I was stationed on the USS Saipan. It's a LHA. At that time, they were the tallest ships in the world. From the top of this mast, crow's nest to the water line is like 20 stories. And one time I climbed up there. I was like, what are you doing up here? Like, oh, get your ass down from here. What's up?
Not yet.
And then they actually have a thing that's even higher than the crow's nest. It's like a little plate. And you can stand on it. It's just a bit wide enough for you to stand on. I forget what that location is called. But it's super high up in the air. It's like 20 stories from the water line. And one time I got crazy and went up there. We were in the yards. I was like, I'm gonna climb up there. And I climbed up there. And I was like, oh shit, let me freaking down from up here. Super high up in the air. Did it just one time. Of course, I wasn't. When you go up way up there in the mast like that, you're supposed to have a cable, attach your cable to the mast. But I didn't do that. I was just climbing around up there. $13.08. Want a bag?
I have a bag in the car. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man.
All right, brother.
All right, thank you.
Take care. Let me see, what's another crazy ass stupid thing I did? I'm trying to think of the crazy things that I've done. That's pretty much it. Jumping out of airplanes. Crazy. River crossings. Those are kind of intense, but that's not as crazy as jumping out of airplanes. River crossing. Oh, yes. I actually have done something crazier than jumping out of an airplane. I was a chemical weapons technician for 5 years, right? And the training for that is at Redstone Arsenal. And they have this facility called Fort McCullough. And I had to work with live nerve agent one time. I was like, what do you... I was like, what am I doing in this freaking room with this fucking nerve agent? I was terrified. I was freaking terrified. I was like, holy shit. And they came in there, right, with the syringe. And they sprayed the nerve on this inert round. And as soon as he depressed the syringe, every alarm in that room went off. I mean, immediately. And I was like, oh my God, what am I thinking here? And of course they make you sit through all these videos and stuff, what this stuff does to you. And I was like, oh my God, what am I freaking doing in this chamber with this nerve agent? I couldn't wait to get out of there. Could not wait to get out of that room. There was like 7 of us. So that's actually the scariest thing I've ever done. And not too many people can claim that. Okay? It's the percentage of people that actually have dealt with live blister agents and nerve agents is minuscule. I'm one of them. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? Messing with this. There was 7 of us. We were working with VX that day, VX nerve agent, and we worked with I can't remember which blister agent it was, but the nerve agent was VX. Horrible stuff. All of them are carcinogens too. Every single one of them. When you work with that stuff, they put you inside these suits, right? Where nothing can get in or out. They're completely sealed. They're made out of this super heavy rubber. And you have to wear these special undergarments. They're coated with this agent. So that if the blister agent somehow or another gets through the outer layer, which you're wearing outside, the agents that are treated in the undergarments will provide some kind of protection. And it's hot as hell in that equipment. I mean, super, super hot. Nothing can get in or out. When you get out of the gear, you can pour the sweat out of the boots. Literally, it pours out. There's 3 layers of garments. You have the green outer garment with a bib, with the apron, right? And then underneath that, you wear these green wool undergarments that are treated with chemical. And then if you're working at super hot temperature, they have a white cloth garment that they can put over the outer garment. But when you put that water on it makes it super, super heavy. So nobody likes it. So we hardly ever use that. Every once in a while we would use it just so people could get familiarized with it and, feel that weight. Some people cannot wear that stuff because they're claustrophobic. And when you put that shit on, you're getting all your air through that one little filter. We were what's called an M3 mask. It's only got one filter. If those filters get wet, they're hard to breathe through. So you got to control your breathing. There's a lot of variables going on. You can't just put that suit on and work. You got to train in it. Your body has to get used to it. Huh? No, I don't have any cigarettes. Your body, you have to train your body to get used to wearing that equipment. You can't just put that on and operate. You'll fail. You have to acclimate to the suits. I did that for 5 years. That's a hard job to get. As a civilian, they have the Department of Energy equivalent to that job is called a Department of Energy Courier. Those guys are responsible for transporting nuclear waste. They're federal waste. Back when I was in, it was a combination between the military and civilians. Now it's all civilians. The military is not involved with that anymore. The school to qualify you for that position is called Tech Escort. It's a military. It's a federal school. You can't do that job unless you take that class. Go to that school. It's called Tech Escort. It was the hardest military school I went to. It's all academics. People rock out of that school because of the academics. Because you have to learn so much so quickly. They don't have to remediate you. If you fail a test, they boot you out of there. You get one chance to pass that test. If you fail that test twice, you're gone. There's no third chance. At least when I went through there. Most of the people all rocked out of there. They didn't quit because of the training. It was the academics. You have to learn about every single chemical in our inventory, in the enemy's inventory, and then the binary stuff as well. This, how you can mix and match household chemicals and make chemical weapons. You have to learn that also. It's a very intense school. You have to learn everything there is to know about those chemical weapons. So, and biological weapons, chemical, bio, and radioactive. You learn about all the different biological stuff as well. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to freaking know. No, when I was in Yuma, the Marine Corps still had its chemical weapons mission. So we would be out in Yuma, in the summertime, playing volleyball with that equipment on. We would go on 15-mile hikes with that equipment on. We worked out 3 hours a day, every day. Every single day. We'd do 3 hours worth of physical exercise. We would usually start out with a 3-mile run, sit-ups and pull-ups, right? And then we would do basketball or volleyball afterwards for about 3 hours. And then, we would wear that equipment. Not every time, but, at least once or twice a week. We'd go out there and play volleyball with that equipment on. Hey, what's going on, brother? All right. 2 prepaid, $57. Thank you, brother. going on, man?
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right.
25 and 3.
Five o'clock yet? No.
Yeah.
You're all set, brother.
Yeah. I have some more there, guys. 2.
260.
Got 2. Hey, I got bring you the water. I'll be right back.
Don't worry about it, brother. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
see you. Bye.
Bye, Mom. Okay, thank you,
Okay,
bro.
thank you.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, you too.
Trying to get my cigarette. Starting to pick up. Business is starting to pick up. Here, I'll keep. See if this guy's coming. Everybody's coming in the snow. He's not coming in the store. Starting to pick up around. It's that time of the day when I start getting customers. So yeah, I did that for 5 years. Spent countless hours in classrooms. But like 1,000 hours of formal training. Hazardous material, hazardous waste. Reading the chat. No, my music died on me. A hash brown. Chewing gum. Yeah. So I was a They have what's called NBC techs, nuclear, biological, chemical warfare defense. Those are NBC techs, right? That's not what I did. I was a freaking chemical weapons technician. I worked with freaking chemical weapons. Like, bro, to get that job, you had to be NBC tech just to get that job. You had to be a qualified NBC technician just to get that job. At that time, you couldn't even get that job unless you were already an NBC tech. So, and I was like, it was like one of the best jobs you could get in the Marine Corps at the time. As a matter of fact, it wasn't until the 80s that they allowed non-staff NCOs to do that work. In the early 80s, they changed it. Before that, you had to be an E6 or higher to work that kind of work. They wouldn't. You had to be completely reliable. If you had to have perfect marks, your all outstanding fitness reports. You had to be the best of the best to do that work. They absolutely could not use you if you were somebody that was getting in trouble. If you got in trouble, they got rid of you immediately. They were like, "Hey, we can't use you. You got to go. We need some. We can't be fooling around." So when they started allowing E5s and below to do that work, they had to screen you, make sure you had to pass background investigation. Those people had access to top secret stuff, so they had to make sure that you were reliable. As a matter of fact, they had a program called the Personnel Reliability Program. You had to be able to function within the parameters of that program. What's going on?
Pretty good. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right.
I need a receipt on hand. Be got paid.
10. 10. Received. Right. All right. 69.20.
Thank you.
Take care. What's up?
Oh, man, how are you?
I'm all right. Monday. Joy. Happy. Joy. Monday. Oh my gosh, back, Jack. 8:48. Lord. Now 20. Man. $11.52. There you go.
All right, man, thank you.
Have a good one, my brother.
You too, brother. I appreciate it.
I worked my way into that job, right? I started out. I went from when I got off of sea duty. When you're on sea duty, right? You can pick wherever you want to work at, and that's what I picked. I was like, hey, I want to work here, and they were like, you know, you got to get in that program. I was like, no problem. Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. I got customers coming up in here. I'm getting ready to. This is my Monday. I'm at the end this. I'm getting too busy. I gotta go. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming and joining. I see I got quite a few people. I appreciate the likes also. But this is my Monday. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of these people properly. They're showing up early today. It's probably because of the storm. I don't know. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I'm going to go. I'll try to come on live maybe later on today. Do some piano practice. Anyways, everybody have a great day. I'm going to sign off because I'm getting busy. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.